Hi guys, welcome to Cumbria Lad Outdoors and welcome to today's video. Now this week we're going solo after teaming up with Chris from the Height of Life the last couple of weeks. Thought I'll head out on my own this week. So we are parked up at Thirlmere and we are heading up to Crag to spend the night up there. Should be a good one this, it should yield some decent views over the reservoir, and hopefully on the other side we should get a decent sunset with a bit of luck. It's not somewhere I've ever been before, so looking forward to this one a lot guys. So what I'll do is, just before we start the ascent, I'll just show you the views from the top of this first little bit of path overlooking the reservoir. So yeah, just through those trees is where I'm parked, and if I spin you around, as you can see, the reservoir is just starting to peek into view, and once we gain a little bit of altitude we should be able to see the dam wall and get some nice views, like I say. So yeah, up there is where we're headed for the night, Crag. Like I say, never been up there before, so I'm very much looking forward to spending the night up there and get some decent views. As you can see, the path is quite steep, so I'll crack on. So that's us just at the top of the first little bit of an ascent. Very steep and not stepped, so it's pretty hard going. I am sweating quite hard. We've just come across a bit of an access path here, and that's the path that we're going to be taking to continue our journey to the top. But from here you get a little bit of a better view of Crag and just how steep of an ascent it is. Does look rather beautiful, silhouetted by the sun just there. Right guys, so we have reached the next stop point where the paths cross. It's been pretty much a steady steep climb all the way to here. We have reached another level of altitude, so I'll just spin you around and show you where we are. Right guys, as you can see, as we've gained elevation in height, the views across the valley are opening up, although we have lost sight of the reservoir. Just walked up that little path there and through a double gate system there to keep animals and what have you out, and then the path continues its steep climb up to the top of Crag. Oh well, I've had to stop for a wee bit of a rest. It might not be a big one, but once again I find myself climbing a short steep one. So we've reached the next plateau where the path forks off to the left as I was coming up. So as you can see, I'm just sat on a fallen tree, just taking 5 minutes. Of course I am sweating profusely. Whew, it might be getting towards the back end of summer, but it's still quite close and muggy. It's just shy of 20 Celsius out here, so it's still quite warm. So yeah, as you can see, that last little bit there was quite steep and it stepped, so it really took its toll on the knees. And the path just swings round to the left here and continues with the steep ascent, and it does look like we've got some more steps here, but thankfully it doesn't look like we're too far away from the top. Right guys, so we've made it to the top. There's a little viewing platform up there as you can see, but I've headed down a little bit further right to the edge to get the views, and wow, it was worth it. Look at this. Absolutely stunning. You can see the reservoir dam, and we can see the full length of Thirlmere reservoir. It is still a little low despite all the rain that we've had recently, and that up there is Helvellyn, where I was not so long ago, and Harrop Town is just over the brow of that hill. I'll put a pointer on the screen to show you where Harrop Town is. But yeah, what a view. Absolutely stunning. Well worth the walk up. Google did say it was about half an hour walk up, but with filming it's taken me 45 minutes, so not too bad. Not too bad at all. So we've got a couple of areas to pitch the tent. We've got one just down there, it looks relatively level, and spin you around, there is another little pitch just down there. Unfortunately, it does look like somebody's had a fire down there at some point and left a scar on the landscape, but hey, you can't teach stupid. So yeah, absolutely beautiful up here, loving it. Yeah, I'm well looking forward to spending the night up here tonight, guys. Hopefully we should get a lovely sunset and a sunrise from here. I might have to climb up to the top to get a time lapse if we get one, but yeah, really looking forward to spending the night up here. Obviously too early to be setting my tent up just yet, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to decide where I'm going to pitch the tent, get my chair set up, and in typical a Cumbrian lad outdoors fashion, I'm going to grab myself a beer. Right guys, it's time for the first beer of the day. Now, I've had a few messages. Obviously I've been drinking a lot of Brewdog and stuff like that recently. So yeah, I've had a few messages saying why aren't I supporting some local breweries. And I thought, you know what, you're right. So I've been in touch with a few local breweries, and Jason from the Eden River Brew Co has very kindly sent me a box of beers. You know, much appreciated, thank you very much, mate. So I fetched a one with us today. So it is the Eden River Brew Co Emperor, which is an original English India Pale Ale, Fuggles, Golding and WGV. Now this comes in at 4.6%. So yeah, I'm looking forward to trying this, and what a view to drink it to. So yeah, if you fancy and supporting a Cumbrian local brewer, Eden River Brew Co, brewed just outside my home village of Penrith in the middle of Cumbria. So let's give it a go. Which is lively. Ooh. And of course, I'll make sure that I leave no trace. All rubbish will be going home with me. Right, let's see what this is all about. Very nice. Very, very nice. Nice and smooth. You can really taste the hops in it. Lots of flavour. Nice and light fizz to it as well. Really good. Really impressed with that. So I'm just going to sit here and enjoy this with this view. Cheers everyone. So yeah, I've decided on tonight's pitch. Out of the two that I was looking at before, I've dropped down to the right because I think it gives me a better view over the reservoir. As you can see, I've got my chair set up and I've enjoyed my first beer, the Emperor from the Eden River Brew Co. Really tasty that. So yeah, like I said before, unfortunately someone's had a fire here before, so we've got a pretty big scar on the landscape there, but what I'll do is I'll cover that over as best as I can before I leave, and I'll pick all the fag butts up and everything like that. So yeah, this is tonight's pitch, guys. I'll just walk you right to the edge. So we've got a lovely view right down the valley, right down the length of Thirlmere. It's a pretty steep drop right off the ledge here, and we've got a lovely view of the dam wall down the bottom there and up the other end of the valley. So we've had a few people visit, but at the moment I've got the entire place to myself. So that's us pitched up for the night. How's that for a pitch? Look at that view. absolutely fantastic up here. I haven't seen anyone for about an hour and a half, 2 hours maybe. Virtually no wind, absolutely still as you like. So loving it tonight. So once again, I'm in the OEX Fox 2. As always, absolutely love this little tent. Fantastic. So I'm just going to run you through tonight's setup. So yeah, OEX Fox 2 with the Trekology UL80 and the OEX Roam 100 with the Trekology pillar. Couple of beers left in my little dry bag there. We've got the muesli for breakfast in the morning, and we've got the minced beef hot pot, which will be going on soon. That's my rubbish bag with a few empties in already, and we're using the OEX solar cook set to boil the water for tonight. So nice and simple. We've had a few midges out tonight, so I've had to get the jungle juice on the go. I've moved my chair over here, so this is the view tonight from the chair, looking right down on the reservoir and the dam. And if I sit myself down, ho ho, would you look at that? As Paul Messner says, does it get any better than this? So yeah, I've not seen anyone for quite a while now. You can see the viewpoint up there. It's just peaceful as you like up here. Absolutely beautiful. So I'm just going to sit and chill and enjoy the view. Bit lazy this week. Couldn't be bothered to have a shave. What do you guys reckon? Should I bring the beard back? Or should I be clean shaven? Comment below whether I should grow the beard back for a laugh. Why not? So, yeah, I'm going to chill and have another beer, and then it's food time. Well, as you can hear, the rain has started to come down, so I've jumped in my tent. It's still fairly early, so yeah, I'm just going to get some food on, I think, just cook it in the porch, get that down my neck. I've got one beer left, so yeah, we'll just see how the night goes. Right, I've just had my pouch, which was the minced beef hot pot from Adventure Food. As always, it's alright. It's warm, it tastes a mashed tatty. Didn't quite rehydrate right, but it did the job. And as you can hear, we've got no rain. So I'm just going to get my boots on and venture outside the tent and enjoy those views once again. Right, so the weather is starting to draw in a bit now. You can see the clouds over the hills in the background there. It is ever so slightly misty. The lights on in the pub, just on the road there. Views are still really good, especially over towards Blencathra over there. But the rain keeps coming and going, and the wind is quite chilly. I'm a bit chittered, to be honest, so I'm just going to get myself in my tent and settle down for the night. I've still got one beer to go, so yeah, I'm just going to settle down for the night, so I'll see you guys shortly. Yeah, what a great night. Fantastic view from the tent, as you can see. So like I say, I'm just going to settle myself down for the night and get a good kip. I'll be up fairly early in the morning because I've got to get home early. Me and our lass have got a nice meal booked in Carlisle tomorrow, so I'll be up and away fairly early. So yeah, time to get my head down, guys.
Morning everyone. As you can hear, it is raining. It is just about 4 o'clock. So I'm going to start getting myself up and ready and get myself back to the car. Like I say, I've got something on with our lass today. We're going up to Carlisle for a meal. So I want to get back home and get showered and changed, so we've got the full day together. I haven't looked out the tent yet. I think it's still dark. So yeah, I'll just start getting torn down and get some breakfast and stuff. Probably won't do much filming of that, but I'll show you around before I leave if it's light enough, just to prove that I've left no trace. Right guys, it is still dark, but as you can see, that's where I pitched last night, and I've done my best to cover the fire up, but there's not much around here to cover it up with, so covered it up with the logs. I don't know whether that'll be any better, to be honest. People will probably just set fire to it, but I wanted to kind of make it not look like a fire from the top. And there's my backpack ready to go with my rubbish bag, so I have definitely left no trace. And obviously it's still pretty dark, but you can just see the lights across the opposite side of Thirlmere, and there's a little orange dot just down there, so it looks like someone's having a fire, and I can see a head torch moving towards them, so looks like the rangers are on the way. And spin you around towards the dam, you can just see the lights and stuff. So as it's pretty dark, I'll probably bring you back when I get to the van, just to sign off the video. So that's me back at the car now, and just looking back up to where I camped tonight. It looks fairly cool and eerie with all that mist up there now. I really enjoyed that one. That was a good solo, that. So it's time to get myself away home after another awesome solo wild camping adventure. So thank you very much for clicking on today's video. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. Stay safe. Much love from a Cumbrian lad.